Hello, we are Team Tensorix, Team ID 80067, and our PS number is 25173. Conversational SIEM assistant for investigation and automated threat reporting using NLP. So, to begin with, the core problem we're addressing is how analysts interact with SIEM, that is, security information and event management systems. Elastic SIEM and Wazuh are two powerful open source SIEM platforms, but these systems aren't accessible. For any investigation, users have to manually write complex queries in languages like KQL or DSL. This makes the process super slow and very difficult. Our proposed solution is an intelligent, context aware SIEM assistant that allows analysts to query and investigate security data using simple natural language. There's also automated report generation, so the assistant isn't just fetching data, but also summarizing results with visual analytics, correlations, and insights. What makes our solution unique is that it thinks before acting. The smart brain plans each query in advance, understanding what data is needed and how heavy the query would be so it can avoid the crashes. Another key innovation is the role adaptive security persona. This means that the assistant adjusts how it communicates based on who's using it. Like, for example, a SOC analyst is using it. It provides a detailed technical breakdown for it. If a manager is using it, it gives a high level executive summary. And our third and last novelty is the cryptographic audit trail. Every query, result, and report is encrypted, meaning any tampering is instantly detected. This ensures integrity and transparency.
Now, moving on to a technical approach. The system kicks off when a user submits a natural language query. From there, our intelligent engine takes over. Let's break down the system in great detail. At the core, we have the knowledge MCP layer, which handles the semantic schema mapping and retrieves similar past queries from the database. This allows the LLM to generate precise and valid DSL queries using correct field names and formats. We use DSL instead of KQL since it directly interfaces the Elastic API layer, keeping the system cross SIEM compatible with platforms like Wazuh. Smart Brain Query Planning. Before executing any query, the system performs query planning, which is checking index size, time range, and load estimates. It auto optimizes filters and limits heavy requests, acting like a query optimizer for SIEM data, which is efficient, safe, and predictable. Moving on to the data flow, storage, and retrieval. The underlying log data is synthetically generated using Python scripts and ingested into Elasticsearch through long stash pipelines. All queries and their outputs are stored in PostgreSQL or Redis, along with user session, user, and filter context. This allows follow up queries to retrieve past searches and refine investigations incrementally, which is maintaining full session continuity. Cryptographic audit trail. Each query result pair is hashed using SHA-256, linked via a Merkle tree, and the root is signed using KMS or HSM keys. This ensures any tampering is instantly detectable, providing a verifiable and tamper-proof audit chain across the entire workflow. Now, moving on to the report and adaptation. The system auto-generates visual reports and summaries, which identifies anomalies, event trends, or IP distributions. The LLM adapts reasoning depths dynamically, which is detailed for SOC analysts and summarized for managers. Coming to our tech stack, the front end is built with React and TypeScript, ensuring a responsive interface. Our backend is built using Flask, supported by PostgreSQL for persistent storage, and Redis for fast session management. We use Elasticsearch and Wazuh as our SIEM data sources and integrate AI through Grok APIs, BERT and LangChain for language understanding and reasoning. For reporting and visualization, tools like Pandas, Plotly, and PyMU PDF handle analytics and report generation. Finally, everything is deployed on AWS with strong encryption and compliance measures like Vault RSA and KMS SHA 256. Now, let's move on to our proposed prototype.
Okay, so this is our website, Niriksha, a conversational SIEM assistant. There are two main features, the conversational pane and the report generation. So coming to the conversational pane, the user can select different roles, which is one of our novelties, and according to that role, the LLM will tailor its response in depth of what is displayed to the user. So the user can just enter a natural language query, and this query will then be converted into a DSL query in the backend and then executed, and the results shown to the user. Along with the main interpretable answer, we're also showing the generated query so that the user can view what query was generated for the results. This is the main result. And we're also showing the output, which is in a JSON file format of the logs that were output after the query was executed. And there's also a generate report button so that the user can directly generate a report based on this prompt. The user can also ask follow-ups like filter failed ones only, and then this filter will be applied to the previous query so that this query is refined to get results only of the failed login attempts, and you will again get the generated query so that you can view it, and you'll also get the updated logs. So this is the conversational chatbot feature. And then coming to the report generation feature, you can just give some prompt. And then the same pipeline is applied here. This natural language is converted to DSL query in the backend. A DSL query is written, it is executed, and the logs are displayed in a interpretable fashion in the report. Some analysis is given by the LLM that shows which users were involved, which workstations were involved, which servers were involved, and appropriate meaningful visualizations are also shown in the analysis of the report. You can also download this report as a PDF, and that's the report generation feature.